inclusion, effectiveness, and respect for international law, recognizing that the credibility of the United Nations depends on our ability to act together in the service of humanity, rather than apart in the pursuit of narrow interests. Madam President, wars in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa remind us that peace is often fragile and must be constantly defended. Therefore, as in 1945, Liberia once again reaffirms its commitment to the dialogue, diplomacy, and the peaceful resolution of disputes. In this spirit, Liberia supports all credible mediation efforts aimed at resolving conflict between Russia and Ukraine, as well as Israel-Palestinian conflict. Liberia stands on a common African position for the realization of the two-state
On
solution,
behalf of the Assembly,
where Israel and
I wish to thank the President of the Republic of Liberia.
Peace and security in accordance with international law.
We call for
and
greater
relevant
inclusion,
resolutions.
effectiveness,
We call on the
and
international
respect for
community
international law,
to
recognizing
act
that
together
the credibility of the
decisively
United
to
Nations
protect
depends
civilians
on our ability
who
to act
perpetrators
together
of
in the service
atrocities
of
accountable
humanity,
and
rather
strengthen
than attack
mediation
in the
efforts.
pursuit of narrow interests.
Rising from the ruins of
Madam
civil war,
Wars
Liberia
in Europe,
knows all
Middle
too
East,
well
and
that
Africa
human
remind
cause
us
of conflict
that peace is
and
often
importance
fragile
of peace.
and must be
Since
constantly
2003,
defended. Therefore,
Liberia has
as in
experienced
1945,
peaceful and
Liberia
orderly
once again
democratic
reaffirms its commitment
transitions,
to the
each marked by a
dialogue,
smooth
diplomacy,
transfer of power,
and the peaceful
making our nation
resolution of
safer,
disputes.
more
In
stable,
this spirit,
and more secure
Liberia supports
after
all
over
credible
30 years of
mediation
unrest,
efforts
instability.
aimed at resolving
destruction.
conflict between Russia and Ukraine.
Liberians have also
as well
worked
as
hard to
Israel-Palestinian
achieve this
conflict.
through
Liberia
multilateral
stands on a
cooperation,
common
multilateral
African position
cooperation with
for the
support from
realization of
ECOWAS,
the two-state
the African
solution,
Union,
where
and the
Israel
United
and
Nations.
Palestinians
Excellency,
can live
distinguished
side by
ladies and
side
gentlemen,
in peace
for
and
Liberia,
security in
climate
accordance
change
with
is not a
international
distant
law
threat,
and
but a
the
present
relevant
reality.
UN resolutions.
Rising seas,
We call on the
eroding
international
our
community
coast, wildstorms
to
and
act
heavy rain
together decisively
devastate
to protect
communities,
civilians,
threaten lives
co-perpetrators
and
of
livelihoods,
atrocities accountable,
and
and strengthening
exacerbate
mediation efforts.
food insecurity.
Rising
Yet,
from the ruins of civil
We
war,
are acting.
Liberia
We are
knows
carrying our
all too
coastal
well
defense project,
that human cause
developing
of
climate
conflict
information
and
system
importance of peace.
for early warning
Since
system,
2003,
finalizing our
Liberia
carbon
has
market policies,
experienced three
and advancing
peaceful
the
and
global
orderly
economy
democratic
safety.
transitions,
but
each marked by a smooth
our
transfer of
efforts
power,
alone are not enough.
making our nation
We
safer,
urge
more stable,
implementation of the Paris
and more
Agreement,
secure.
full
After
capitalization
over
of the
30
loss and
years
damage
of
fund,
unrest,
and greater
instability,
global
and
investment
destruction.
in adaptation and mitigation.
Liberians have also
Above
worked
all,
hard to
We
achieve
call
this
for
through
climate justice.
multilateral
Those who
cooperation,
contribute
multilateral cooperation with support
The
from
least
ECOWAS,
to these
the African
crises
Union,
should not
the
be
United
forced to
Nations.
suffer the most.
Excellency, distinguished
Madam
ladies and
President,
gentlemen,
Excellencies,
for Liberia,
too many
climate
development
change is
nations
not a
spend
distant threat,
more
but a present reality.
on develop
Rising
and debt
seas
servicing than on
eroding
health
our coast,
or education.
wildstorms and heavy rain
The current international
Plastic
financial
communities
architecture
threaten
is
lives
unresponsive to
and
this reality,
livelihoods,
making it
and
not only outdated
exacerbate
but also
food
unjust and
insecurity.
defiant of
Yet,
the objectives of
Yes.
shared prosperity,
we are
and
carrying our coastal defense
the
project,
pursuit of which the
developing
United
climate
Nations
information
was
system
created.
for early warning
Liberia,
system,
therefore, joining the
finalizing
global
our
south
carbon
in
market
calling
policies,
for urgent
and
reform
advancing the
to the
global
international
economy.
financial architecture to ensure
But
fair
Our
representation,
efforts
the
alone
new
are not
approach to
enough.
debt servicing,
We
and
urge
financing that supports
implementation of the
sustainable
Paris
development,
Agreement, full
shared prosperity
totalization of the
requires
loss and
a
damage fund
system that truly
and greater global
leaves
investment
no nation
in
behind.
adaptation and mitigation.
Excellency,
Above
distinguished
all,
ladies and gentlemen,
reform of climate
at
justice,
home,
those
inclusive
who
development
contribute
remains our top priority.
the least
To this
this
end,
crisis
our
should
government
not be
has
forced
launched
to suffer
the
the
arrest agenda
That's
for
my name.
inclusive development, which focuses on
Too many
agriculture and food
development nations
security,
spend more
roads and
on
infrastructure,
development
rule of law
debt
and
services
governance,
than on
education
health
and skill
or
development,
education.
sanitation and health,
The current
tourism,
international
technology, and
technology
innovation.
is
The arrest agenda aligns with our national vision 2030, which aims to transform Liberia into a lower middle income country and lay the foundation for a capable state by 2030. Through this agenda,
Liberia
we are
therefore
committed
joins the
improving the
global south
livelihoods,
in calling for urgent
reducing
reform to the
inequality,
international
and
financial
ensuring that
architecture
every Liberian
to
benefits
ensure fair
dividends of peace
representation.
and
The new
development.
approach to debt servicing and financing
We are
that
taking
supports
tangible
sustainable
steps
development.
to improve governance by implementing accountability and anti-terrorism corruption measures such as asset declaration. We are strengthening institutional capacity to promote integrity, transparency, and improve public service delivery. Liberia has endured some of the darkest chapters of human suffering, having experienced one of the most brutal conflicts in recent history. Over the past 2 decades, we have remained firmly on the path of recovery, working to heal our nation and rebuild from the painful legacy of war. My government has taken deliberate, meaningful steps toward national reconciliation. These include honoring the memory of the victims, supporting initiative for memorialization, and upholding the commitment to justice and the rule of law. While we recognize that these efforts are complex and challenging, they are essential steps towards achieving lasting peace and genuine national healing. May I now take the opportunity to renew my government's request for the international support and assistance in establishing a war and economic crimes court, which will further the Liberian people's aspiration for national healing and reconciliation through justice. Madam President, for the United Nations to remain relevant and practical, it must adapt. Liberia therefore supports the Pact for the Future and Global Digital Compact. We also call on the UN that more responsive and reflective of today's world, using outdated 1945 solutions to tackle 2025 challenges is neither reasonable nor realistic. Regarding sustainable development goals, we agree that our collective progress is too slow. However, reaching the SDG targets remains a vital effort as ever. We therefore urge that the timely achievement of the SDGs be treated as a global emergency. Consequently, Liberia will submit its next voluntary national review in 2020.
We put a significant milestone in our ongoing war against drugs and illicit substances and trafficking and distribution of narcotics across our country. On September 18, 2025, following careful coordinated intelligence, the LDA confiscated 1,929 kilograms of compressed marijuana in the District 17, Brewer City, Mosserado County. This seizure has an estimated street value of $27,850,760 Liberian dollars, an equivalent of approximately $146,604 United States dollars. This operation marked a major victory in our fight against drug trafficking, and it is a clear message to all who engage in this illegal trade. Liberia will no longer be a safe haven for drug traffickers. We also confirmed the arrest of 2 suspects during the operation. Mr. Oman Mohammed, 38 years, a Nigerian national, commonly known in the sub-region as Dangote, a major drug trafficker within the West African sub-region. And Mr. Abdullah Kamara, 18 years old Liberian. Both suspects are currently in the LDA custody and undergoing thorough investigation. Upon conclusion, they will be appropriately charged and forwarded to court for prosecution in accordance with the laws of the Republic of Liberia. Across Liberia, the LDA continues to make strategic arrests and confiscation are part of our ongoing nationwide operation. We are intensifying our collaboration with the communities, civil society organizations, international partners, the media, to root out drug networks and dismantle their operations at every level. Since our appointment, we have committed ourselves to redefining the operational scope of the agency. This includes a comprehensive review of internal protocols and procedures to ensure that LDA become more professional, transparent, and accountable. As part of our reform effort, we have withdrawn all LDA personnel assigned to the Rawa International Airport due to concern of misconduct. Out of 8 officers recalled, 2 are currently under investigation for under-reporting the quantity of narcotics confiscated during the recent airport seizure. Let it be clear, the LDA will not tolerate any act of corruption, negligence, or action that undermines the integrity of this lower institution. Our drug testing result. As previously announced, we have continued to implement mandatory drug testing policy for all LDA officers. I am pleased to report that the testing process for LDA headquarters in Monrovia and Bombay County have been completed. However, it is with disappointment that we inform the public that 6 officers, 1 employee, and 5 volunteers were tested positive of the illicit drug abuse. Volunteers include Lao Yeke, C. Tony Garnett, Newman Moni, Lawrence J. Feju, Milton Bray, all volunteers. I hereby will immediately effect discharge from all activities of the LDA. Officers Roosevelt T. Colley, with specimen number M-43SEC-3, is hereby suspended time indefinite and 10 other professional standards for processing. This is just the beginning. We are committed to purging the agency for any elements that compromise the credibility of this mission. Yes, so the Abdullah Kamara, 18 years, is a Sierra Leonean, not a Liberian. Okay. He's Sierra Leonean. Yes. The officers are under investigations, and once the investigation results come out, their names will be made public. But currently, they are under our administrative processing. Affirmative.
Clearly, could you just say simply what do you mean by affirmative?
I mean, they normally to report a significant milestone in our ongoing war against drugs and illicit substances and trafficking, and distribution of narcotics across our country. On September 18, 2025, following careful coordinated intelligence, the LDA confiscated 1,929 kilograms of compressed marijuana in the District 17, Broward City, Mosserado County. This seizure has an estimated street value of $27,850,760 Liberian dollars, an equivalent of approximately $146,604 United States dollars. This operation marked a major victory in our fight against drug trafficking, and it is a clear message to all who engage in this illegal trade. Liberia will no longer be a safe haven for drug traffickers. We also confirmed the arrest of 2 suspects during the operation. Mr. Oman Mohammed, 38 years, a Nigerian national, commonly known in the sub-region as Dangote, a major drug trafficker within the West African sub-region. And Mr. Abdullah Kamara, 18 years old Liberian. Both suspects are currently in the LDA custody and undergoing thorough investigation. Upon conclusion, they will be appropriately charged and forward to court for prosecution in accordance with the laws of the Republic of Liberia. Across Liberia, the LDA continues to make strategic arrests and confiscation are part of our ongoing nationwide operation. We are intensifying our collaboration with the communities, civil society organizations, international partners, the media, to root out drug networks and dismantle their operations at every level. Since our appointment, we have committed ourselves to redefining the operational scope of the agency. This includes a comprehensive review of internal protocols and procedures to ensure that LDA become more professional, transparent, and accountable. As part of our reform effort, we have withdrawn all LDA personnel assigned to the Broward International Airport due to concern of misconduct. Out of 8 officers recalled, 2 are currently under investigation for under-reporting the quantity of narcotics confiscated during the recent airport seizure. Let it be clear, the LDA will not tolerate any act of corruption, negligence, or action that undermines the integrity of this local institution. Our drug testing result. As previously announced, we have continued to implement mandatory drug testing policy for all LDA officers. I am pleased to report that the testing process for LDA headquarters in Monrovia and Bombay County have been completed. However, it is with disappointment that we inform the public that 6 officers, 1 employee, and 5 volunteers were tested positive of the illicit drug abuse. Volunteers include Lao Yake, C. Tony Garnett, Newman Moni, Lawrence J. Feju, Milton Bird, all volunteers. I hereby will immediately effect discharge from all activities of the LDA. Officers Roosevelt T. Colley made public, but currently they are under our administrative processing. Affirmative.
Clearly, could you just say simply what do you mean by affirmative?
I mean, they normally to report a significant milestone in our ongoing war against drugs and illicit substances and trafficking and distribution of narcotics across our country. On September 18, 2025, following careful coordinated intelligence, the LDA confiscated 1,929 kilograms of compressed marijuana in the District 17, Brevard City, Mosserado County. This seizure has an estimated street value of $27,850,760 Liberian dollars, an equivalent of approximately $146,604 United States dollars. This operation marked a major victory in our fight against drug trafficking, and it is a clear message to all who engage in this illegal trade. Liberia will no longer be a safe haven for drug traffickers. We also confirmed the arrest of 2 suspects during the operation. Mr. Oman Mohammed, 38 years, a Nigerian national, currently in the sub-region at Dangote, a major drug trafficker within the West African sub-region. And Mr. Abdullah Kamara, 18 years old, Liberian. Both suspects are currently in the LDA custody and undergoing thorough investigation. Upon conclusion, they will be appropriately charged and forward to court for prosecution in accordance with the laws of the Republic of Liberia. Across Liberia, the LDA continues to make strategic arrests and confiscation are part of our ongoing nationwide operation. We are intensifying our collaboration with the communities, civil society organizations, international partners, the media, to root out drugs networks.
Great Britain. They said that money that EJ Raw borrowed, he packed it in his pocket, and one ship was going somewhere, and he jumped in the water, he started swimming. You ever want to swim from shore to go to ship? Because the black man. So there was no democracy. The mulatto rule until EJ Raw. After EJ Raw, the black skin, dark skin were in majority, and then they took their thing, they formed the one party too. So they put the mulatto on one side. There has been no democracy. The first real democracy happened just here during our own generation when Ellen Johnson and George Weah ran. Because when Samuel Doe came after they killed Toba, he and Jackson Doe said they were running for wedding, for election. How can they be? I'm a man running against him. So there was no real democracy. Like, we were born by that time. I know some of you were not born during that time. But I was there. I saw it. To rig that election. After Samuel Doe, that was Charles Taylor the election. My man, Charles Taylor had Greater Liberia. How you going to be hand Charles Taylor territory to go campaign? Then they said that free and fair election. But man, not no free and fair. All the people that were running were campaigning right in Moreover. Go behind Taylor line, go campaign. You will see. They ain't wait for you was on. So true democracy just started. So we don't understand. They were malicious. They were malicious. Flag is. Call group. The black that came with. So when the slaves bringing the cotton bags, then the mulatto's son or daughter will be writing how many cotton bags came today, who brought it, all the tallying information. So that how they were learning how to read and write. So when they freed them, and they came to Liberia, they came to Sierra Leone, Shepherd Island, the mosquitoes there were killing them from malaria. The other group ran to Providence Island. The black that came with them were in majority, but the few mulattoes were the ones who what? Read and write. So the mulattoes formed their own political group because they could read and write. That had Joseph Jiggin Robert and Stephen Allen Benson, all of them, so mulattoes. Because the black man could not read. How the hell can he run country? How the hell can he write constitution? How the world can he know what carving a flag is? So the real dark-skinned black man was called the cotton pickers, while the mulattoes were known as the prime boys. They were the ones that had IQ. So when they came to Liberia, they began to do the same thing. When the mulattoes were in power. Until when he named E.J. Raw, Edwin J. Raw. Edwin J. Raw was the first dark-skinned black man to become president. And when he became president, the very mulattoes who have been ruling this country all those years got envious. How we sit down here and then other 1 year who come from nowhere, from the cotton field, he can become president. That was the first military coup we had in this country. But they were not military, they were militias. The militias ran after E.J. Raw, and how he was apprehended and he was killed. Then they wrote the book and say, E.J. Raw's, the first money Liberia borrowed, they borrowed from Great Britain. They said that money that E.J. Raw borrowed, he packed it in his pocket, and one ship was going somewhere, and he jumped in the water, he started swimming. You ever want to swim from shore to go to ship? Because the black man. So there was no democracy. The mulatto ruled until E.J. Raw. After E.J. Raw, the black skin, dark skin were in majority, and then they took their thing, they formed the one party too. So they put the mulatto on one side. There has been no democracy. The first real democracy happened just here during our own generation when Ellen Johnson and George Weah ran. Because when Samuel Doe came, after they killed Toba, he and Jackson F. Doe said they were running for wedding, for election. How can it be? I'm a man running against him. So there was no real democracy. Like, we were born by that time. I know some of you were not born during that time. But I was there. I saw it. To rig that election. After Samuel Doe, that was Charles Taylor the election. My man, Charles Taylor had Greater Liberia. How you going to behind Charles Taylor territory to go campaign? Then they said that free and fair election. But man, not all free and fair. All the people that were running were campaigning right moreover. Go behind Taylor line, go campaign. You will see. They ain't whip you with son. So true democracy just starting. So we don't understand it. I'm giving you this illustration because I want you to understand where I'm coming from. We are not used to politics. We think we are, but we're just beginning. Because it's in our generation. That is why making sound decisions is so difficult. Many of us affiliate because we want to be seen as. Many of us become part because we just want to be seen as. Maybe the girl you running behind, she part of, the party, you wear the same t-shirt too, you're rubbing shoulder, then you look at her, my girl, what you saying? But if you actually look at principles, what is the different manifest of Unity Party? What's the different manifest of CDC? What is the different manifest of other political parties that make you to want to be part? Nobody come and tell you. The government say rescue. We'll rescue you, we'll rescue you. Nobody tell you within 5 years, before I leave, this is what I must do for you. So you're not voting for anybody because of their principles. You're only voting for them because of your affiliations. You chosen who to. But I want you to begin to change the concept. Listen to them, know what they are going to do. Don't care.
Happy birthday to all of you folks. But welcome, folks. This is the People's Program, the Morning Ride, your breakfast info compound program that takes you across Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our one world. And it's going to be great this wonderful, wonderful day. This I'd like to welcome you to this edition of the Morning Ride, folks. Welcome, and let's have a good time together on this edition of the Morning Ride. And it promises to be great, stimulating, very thought-provoking as we walk the walk and talk the talk. And as usual, help to shift the paradigm of our democracy. Without fear, without favor, we speak undiluted truth. The very hard truth, I say, on this platform. Welcome, Weekie Brooks this morning, Ambassador Vice, alongside T. Nicholas Barkley, behind the camera, producing all of the sounds and video as well. Let's have a good time together. Promises to be good. So, folks, while you are also following the broadcast, you have the chance to win some cash for yourself this morning, other fabulous prizes. You just don't know. By playing the cool rated entertainment cash giveaway. By dial star 799 star 11 hatch, and you have yourself to win some cash. All you need to do, play star 799 hash 11 the option there. 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents. You can win something this morning. 4,000 Liberian dollars. So what are 3, 4, 5 persons before the show comes to an end? Let somebody win something this morning. Maybe you can smile this morning on this edition of the Morning Round. Welcome, folks. I'm Weekie Brooks. Continue to listen to this broadcast.
For who? Approve it in Sino. When I went to Sino to run as representative, there was a lot of saying. To run for senator, it was more than crazy. But now the people of Sino know you don't just vote for anybody because maybe you and them speak the same dialect. Or you don't just vote for anybody because the person is your family. Before that, what was being done in Sino. But over the short period of time, it have changed. You can be anyone. But as long as you have a manifesto that the people can see your actual work, then the people of Sino will vote for you. That is what happening there. You who are the intellectuals must stop being fooled by crowd. Begin to question. You voted for Weah. What did he do? That's what you should ask for. We voted for Boyka. What did he do? That's the kind of question you ask. How disappointed it was for me to leave Unity Party to join the CDC. I left the Unity Party being in power for all those years, or even though I wasn't with them. I joined them right after I left the central bank. That was 9 years ago or so. But they were comfortable because Ellen had already ruled this country for 12 years. So all of them know what government is. All of them are satisfied in the various positions. We got a lot of smart guys there in there who know how to make things happen. Play around the mind, but not to do the right thing. We are now. Oh, my man, yeah, we are. My man from what town he said before reaching the good town there. Gibraltar, that man from Gibraltar. Gibraltar is a swampy place where it rains, the whole place full of water, mosquitoes. That kind of man, you know what it means. You understand the struggle, you understand the suffering. In less than 1 year, when we made the man president, what did he do? He built 44 condominium for himself in less than a year. You know. But many of you still happy to support him. You call yourself intellectuals. Happy. It's not about who you want to be. It's about who that particular person is. Joseph Barker, we say, oh, the man, that point in there. We put in there. He will make hard decisions. He's sitting down there, the white man still stealing our resources. Every 3 cents on a dollar. 3 cents on your resources on a dollar. Yeah. B Mountain, last year alone, they took over, according to them, $800 million worth of gold from Liberia. B Mountain. Your entire country budget. Your entire country budget. What they were fighting for 800 million, certain time will come to a shortfall. We're going to be thinking of how to make it work. We're going to be cutting some things there off in our one budget. But one company giving you over your budget. Still we are poor. Still we are poor. You see, so what I am tired with is for us not to talk the fact. And then Joseph Barker scared to talk. You old, very old. You still afraid of death? Yo!
Amanda! Speak, a lot of speak. Speak, a lot of speak.
The fact here is, until we find leaders that can hold the bull by its horn, don't in the cow face and say, this is enough. There will be nothing changing here. We will be the same. The only thing we do here is to fight to pay government employees on time. Yeah. And as long as the more end you pay government employees, everybody quiet and satisfied. But take that man from that job in one more time. He poor to see where he was. As a matter of fact, he in that job, but he's still poor. He's waiting for that paycheck before he can do anything. Even before the paycheck, can you finish crediting it? And we all pretend that things are okay. But you know, I like Liberians because I don't care how they're suffering. You always notice that they get a pride. I mean, Ray, I know how, when they say Ray, I know. You don't got to tell it to me. I lived in Nuku Town for so long in the lagoon. There was an old lady who in the night she used to fry the pepper color. By 6:30 when it's getting dark like that, the time she would bring a whole pot outside to sell. And I used to be by that old lady many days. I get money, but the longer I stay with her, the more I will get some of that pepper color.
Oh,
so as intellectuals, just stop making people fool us. It's time for us to tell them the fact, whether they like it or not. Whether they like it or not, your life will never change. And the part that makes me angry, you say we must not invest into our country. When you go to America, the senators and the congressmen, all of you got smartphones. Google it. Go on your Google and ask, can a senator or a congressman in the United States, can he invest in the United States? Ask. Google will tell you, say, oh, yes. It won't just say yes. It will say, oh, yes. So why you come to make us to make law that we cannot invest, but then their millionaires are investing and making more money, but then they still keep you on. They're so wicked to the extent they keep you poor, then they keep us poor. Now, no donkey for here now. In one month. Maybe say my car will retire boss, I won't be able to face it again. I was senator for 9 years. Another one journalist called me that I came from out of the country last night. So soon I read my phone rang. I know him. My man, I'm a journalist. 8 days that. My man, Papa, my 2 children in high school, that's what I call you for. So I say, you see? I say, you calling me? I said, but you guys are journalists, but I don't hear you one day fighting, talking. The only thing you want to talk about is this senator did this. The other senator a fully man. The other senator corrupt. The other one here he was this. The other, I never say, journalism is something of research and fighting on behalf, finding all the facts. Our own facts is how to bring people down, how to bring leaders down, how to castigate. You say the salary will make, which is $6,500. You say it's too plenty. You get sense to say it's too plenty or not? How you look at me making $6,500 a month and you say it's too plenty? It's too plenty? When you know how many persons stand to my door on a Saturday to ask for help, people that I've never seen in my life?
Matthew, the man from Sando was you to get a Monserrat lawmakers tell you.
You tell me, say, you vest because the government bought 40,000 United States fighters are all black resources. We are with the energy he had. I'm so disappointed in him with the fact of knowing. After passing through hard times, you are intellect. Where did you came from? You lying.
For 2029, it's not a magic, it's a reality. When you drive along the road, you are a journalist. Didn't you do interviews with the people along the road? The Liberians are disappointed. But we thank God.
Just open the Pandora box.
What the Pandora box?
In terms of back to power and President Waka is doing nothing. I'm seeing the power of development.
Show me one project. Show me one project that the Unity Party government has initiated.
Have you seen the
what they call construction?
The MCC
what they call delegation? What they call delegation? Who initiated the MCC operation? Who initiated it? Can the citizen-led government? All the roads today that citizen. I want you to show me one project that the Unity Party-led government has initiated by themselves. If you show me that today, I resign today.
Government continuity.
What?
Government continuity.
Oh, you agree that government are continuity?
As a journalist, government continuity.
So why you took us from there when we were doing better? Why you took us from there?
The Liberian.
I mean, you can lie to come to power, but you can never lie to maintain power. What happened with Sahi Road? I mean, have you traveled right here to Freetown before? Is that why you call road? Why you going on? I mean, we are telling you that President water. Okay, invite me on screen. The time is a water spoon to invite me. October 2029 is not a magic, it's a reality. I mean, you drive along the road, you are a journalist. Didn't you do interview with the people along the road? The Liberians are disappointed, but we take on.
Just open the Pandora box.
What the Pandora box?
In terms of back to power and President Waka is doing nothing. I'm seeing the level of development.
Show me one project. Show me one project that the Unity Party government has initiated.
Have you seen the
what they call
delegation? The MCC
what they call delegation? What they call delegation? Who initiated the MCC operation today? Who initiated it? That is citizen-led government. All the roads today that citizen. I want you to show me one project that the Unity Party-led government has initiated by themselves. If you show me that today, I resign today.
And I know a lot of folks are wishing him happy pre-birthday and many birthdays to come, including Ambassador Vao also wishing me. In October the 2nd, he's also going to be celebrating his birthday. The Real Hard Talk segment is about to come up. In the meantime, Bejinta, you know the weather, I just want you to put yourself in the mood. But in the meantime, Bejinta, happy birthday to you, Ambassador Christopher Hayes Somanga, who celebrates his birthday on today.
What?
Government continuity.
Oh, you agree that government are continuity?
As a journalist, government continuity.
So why you took us from there when we were doing better? Why you took us from there?
The Liberian.
I mean, you can lie to come to power, but you can never lie to maintain power. What happened with Sahi Road? I mean, have you traveled right here to Freetown before? Is that why you call road? Why you going on? I mean, we are telling you that President water. Okay, invite me on screen. The time is a water spoon to invite me. October 2029 is not a magic, it's a reality. I mean, you drive along the road, you are a journalist. Didn't you do interview with the people along the road? The Liberians are disappointed, but we take on.
Just open the Pandora box.
What the Pandora box?
In terms of back to power and President Waka is doing nothing. I'm seeing the level of development.
Show me one project. Show me one project that the Unity Party government has initiated.
Have you seen
what they call
the MCC
what they call delegation? What they call delegation? Who initiated the MCC operation today? Who initiated it? That is citizen-led government. All the roads today that citizen. I want you to show me one project that the Unity Party-led government has initiated by themselves. If you show me that today, I resign today.
Government continuity.
What?
Government continuity.
Oh, you agree that government are continuity?
As a journalist, government continuity.
So why you took us from there when we were doing better? Why you took us from there?
The Liberian.
I mean, you can lie to come to power, but you can never lie to maintain power. What happened with Sahi Road? I mean, have you traveled right here to Freetown before? Is that why you call road? Why you going on? I mean, we are telling you that President water. Okay, invite me on screen. The time is a water spoon to invite me. October 2029 is not a magic, it's a reality. I mean, you drive along the road, you are a journalist. Didn't you do interview with the people along the road? The Liberians are disappointed, but we take on.
Just open the Pandora box.
What the Pandora box?
In terms of
back to power, and President Walker is doing nothing enough. I'm seeing the level of development.
Show me one project that the Unity Party government has initiated.
Are you seeing
What they call dedication? Who initiated the MCC operation today? Who initiated it? That is citizen-led government. All the roads today that citizen. I want you to show me one project that the Unity Party-led government has initiated by themselves. If you show me that today, I resign today.
Government is continuity.
What?
Government is continuity.
Oh, you agree that government is continuity?
As a journalist, government is continuity.
So why you took us from there when we were doing better? Why you took us from there?
The Liberians.
I mean, you can lie to come to power, but you can never lie to maintain power.
Their operations are illicit substances and trafficking and distribution of narcotics across our country. On September 18, 2025, following careful coordinated intelligence, the LDA confiscated 1,929 kilograms of compressed marijuana in the District 17, Brevard City, Mosserado County. This seizure has an estimated street value of $27,850,760 Liberian dollars, an equivalent of approximately $146,604 United States dollars.
As you celebrate your birthday on today as well, we'd like to say welcome to all of you on this edition of the Morning Live. You know, yesterday or let's say, usually we say, like maybe early this morning, the former president's home was watered with fire on 9th Street, especially starting from his bedroom according to the report, but he's unharmed, and we'll say thanks to the Almighty God for saving the life of all of those who were present or saving the life of the former president. But it's good that he's alive and moving, and hope that we have had a lot of fire incidents in our country, and our ministry and agency, homes, business centers, and other places. We hope that government will be proactive and see the need to have. Look, there are some things we need to face reality and speak about. Can you imagine? You will see a sitting president or a former president. You don't even see ambulance, fire service truck parked at their homes. And these are things these people trying to overlook. And when these things happen, then you have neighbors. You have people who support you, will be driving from Peace, Central Monrovia, other places, running there. They couldn't go. But they are not even taking anything with them. But you people don't love to hear this kind of hard truth. Some of you who support the political parties, support these individuals, are going to be very hard this morning with reality. When your homes are caught up or engulfed with fire, these people will not go there. You fought so there. You're willing to die for former President Weah, this person not willing to die, but there's a boy guy as president of Liberia. But when you're home, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister of Information, the Minister of Defense, they will not go there. You saw how many officials of government caught up their sleep, current and past, ran to 9th Street to make sure that the political leader was okay. Yeah. We saw when the fire got it, the awesome attack at the national legislature. They don't even have fire truck. We saw the former speaker home in rehab. Just the same. So you are vulnerable. You know, let's come to look at something this morning. I will speak to Henson Decker this morning from China on the line later this morning. He's on a government scholarship, and there are some things I want to ask this morning. Because many a times we hear people go on government scholarship, they have come back, what they're studying, and we still see some of the challenges. Some of them come go international development studies, this. We still do not see the impact. What are they been reporting? What are some of the recommendations in a field of study? What are they writing? How do they recommend government? Some of those things that government be confronted with. What are some of those things we've got to be talking about? Because taxpayer money are the ones that are spending on them. Yes, it. We have seen of recent our democracy and party that won election. Most often they downplay other political parties that help them to win election. Come to think of it. The United Party to win election, she had to have other political parties supporting her. The Liberal Action Party that nobody talks about because it's being dead down with the merge and other parties. The CDC on her own. Today they claim that they got more members than any political party. Somebody yesterday they got more. But they have never won election on their own at just the Congress. They became the coalition before winning election. But today, the CDC is talking about coming back. The United Party is talking about retaining her position in 2009 that she will be elected. What sort of respect and courtesy are they giving to those who help to bring them to this level? When you listen to leaders from the CDC, they just talk about the Congress of Democratic, the Congress for Democratic Change, the political parties who help to bring them to where, you just hear them talk about numbers. You hear the United Party talk about numbers. Which one of the political party in this country can say, yes, I got this number, my party says that I don't have to rely on anybody, I can win. And when one party wins election, opposition will cry and denigrate, criticize and all of this. But sometimes they go on to win huge seats. And why those folks you think should be propagating the ideas and representing the people who stood in the rain and so for them, or the party, you see some things with parts. We saw in 2017 the election. No candidates in terms of the presidency won an upright majority in the first round. They say, yeah, we don't have to go for runoff of the presidential election. The CDC leader, George Weah, and that of Joe Howard Taylor, the wife of the former president of Liberia, currently serving 50-year jail term in the UK currently. She's running mate, Madam Joe Howard Taylor. went to a runoff election. And the former president won. Former vice president, now president, Joseph Yoman Boakai, he was defeated. He did not win. And we had a problem. Don't forget, the Supreme Court postponed the runoff presidential election at the request of the Unity Party, whose candidate, but then is the child worker Brunson finished third because he felt, or the party felt there was some level of irregularity. We were expected to have gone on this November 7th. So on December 7th, the Supreme Court ordered the Election Commission to proceed with organizing the runoff election, and stating that at the end of the day, surprisingly, we had to go to a runoff right after Christmas, December 26th. And President Weah at the time won the runoff election to succeed Madam Ellen Johnson. And on the 22nd of January 2018, he was sworn in and marked the first democratic transfer of power in Liberia in over 7 decades. That was the first time we saw that this democratically, one president is leaving and another president who got elected is taking over. We have bad history about democracy and how we transfer power, but they don't teach you these things. They don't tell you these things. A lot of you don't know these things. Just imagine that. January 2018, January 22 day in January 2018 was the first time of over 7 decades that we saw a democratic transfer of power from one person to another after election. You can go to do your own research to the global data on national parliaments, RPU, Hotlines, and you will see exactly what's happening. Some of you don't even know when your party won how many seats. How many seats they had at the time. But you only leave it with the national government. You know. As per the previous elections, no party won majority in the 73-member House of Representatives. The Congress for Democratic Change, CDC, led by soccer legend George Weah, he came first with 21 seats. The ruling Unity Party, but then came second with 19 seats. Other political parties fewer than 5 seats each, or 1, 2, 3, just like that. But those people, decisions they made, they will never went in your favor. But you don't know about it. You only criticize President. Oh, but then President Ellen Johnson, the woman did nothing. President George Weah, he didn't. You got your party people that are representing you. You got your party people with seats at the level of the House of Representatives and the House of Senate. What are they doing? These are the people you put the pressure on. That's why you send in there. But you only throw all of your jobs and at the level of the presidency. And that's why our democracy will not go, because you people fail to understand who are the people to be answering some of your hard questions when you come to us. you get 21 seats. Somebody get an ANC. Some people get 25 seats. They other seat, that other seat. But yet, the state do not. You don't see the impact. The only thing you complain, what kind of car the president rides, the presidency, you just focus on. At the end of the day, see districts in Liberia, counties. How many counties in Liberia you can say, yeah, they county got fire truck, but the officers are there, but they don't have it. Oh, the National Fire Service county commander, but go and see as to whether that county has or fire truck there, just in case of fire incident in the county. Where do they go? Go to districts and ask how many of the districts, the 73 districts, how many of them have fire trucks there to respond to some of the incidents when it takes place. These are some of the issues you should be putting your leaders' feet to the fire about, because you're so low in your thinking and comprehension. You only look for railroads or you look for Nathaniel. But we provide you the information. We try to educate you to know and see some of these things, why you should be asking these questions. How many health facilities? What's the public health facility in district? Some of the districts you live in, government do not even have a public health facility there. How do you convince government? How do you lobby to have it there? But you are there fronting to buy a car. Government, you want your car, you want your 45,000 to buy a car, but homes in your district, after every time you hear 3 persons die in the other house, fire got it, the other place, that other place. There are a lot of issues. You lead it, you let take politics and abandon your lives. But let's go for our sponsor break this morning. When we come back, we'll continue with the discussion this morning.
Liberian May Herbert Supplement. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one and only Marie Manga Herbert Supplement? Marie Manga is a Liberian May Herbert Supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Manga Herbert Supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County has finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bona Farm, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building. Kakata, Mangibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station, Ganta City, Glelu Community around the People Street, YMCA Junction, Campley City, Nimba County, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa County. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine and Health Product Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. For more information about the Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888-856776, 0777-444-591, and 0775-499549. Yes, it's Marie Manga, Liberia own Herbert Supplement.
In your sickness, hold your heart, oh sister.
Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one and only Marie Manga Herbert Supplement? Marie Manga is a Liberian May Herbert Supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Manga Herbert Supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County has finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bona Farm, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building. Kakata, Mangibi Kante, Bassa community around the radio station, Ganta City, Glelu community around the People Street, YMCA Junction, Cample City, Nimba Kante, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa Kante. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine